Crawfordsville Peachcast, hosted by Dave Peach. The Peachcast is sponsored by Central Indiana Rubber Products, Power for You.
Crawfordsville Peachcast. We are sponsored by Central Indiana Rubber, CIR, Power for You. 1, 2, 3. Hello, Todd. Untoasted movie number 59, Plan 9 from Outer Space. When we last talked, we were doing Ed Wood, and we thought, why not just go ahead, get it out there while it's fresh in our mind. Plan 9 from Outer Space, the actual Ed Wood movie, first movie of Season 4 of Untoasted. And in Segment 3, we will select the movies that will be included in Season 4 of Untoasted. I tell you what, we've had 3 incredible seasons, 58 wonderful movies, and what we know, Dave, is that there are so many more good ones, bad ones, in-betweens to go.
Yeah. So many. I mean, it's harder, much harder. We have so many to look at. But, Dave, I'm kind of excited. I mean, first of all, I think I was saying this wrong for a long time.
Oh, wait a minute. We're on video now, and I just drank a zero-sugar Mountain Dew. I hope that didn't offend anybody.
Or that's going to affect your reputation.
Yeah.
Dave.
Can you do things? I mean, I don't have to. It's not like I have to look straight ahead the whole video. I can go ahead and do things. Okay. Wow.
You can look away. You're allowed.
Look away.
Look away. Not like
finish.
Will,
okay.
Dave.
Finish your point, Dave.
Well, it's I was always calling it Planet 9, Dave. I was always saying it wrong. So if nothing else, Dave, it changed that. And I think, I've seen parts of this movie, or I'd seen low-light highlights shared of this movie. But watching it all was a treat. I don't know if I enjoyed it, but I certainly was. I went through all, and I was kind of disappointed. I felt like there could be more.
It's only $1.18.
Right.
It's very short. In case you don't know, $1.18 is an hour and 18 minutes,
folks.
If you're just joining us on video,
just joining us.
Yeah.
But I do, in watching it and thinking of the time frame and what he was kind of trying to do, he did influence, right? I mean, how far off is Independence Day, Dave, than the Plan 9? Sorry, Dave, I almost did it again.
It's not that far. I did notice that it is Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Right.
This is the 59th movie that we've done, and this movie was released in 1959.
Okay. We've got some Ted Williams
How about that?
Working here. Little Roy Hobbs action, number 9.
Widely thought of as the worst movie ever made. We'll talk about it. We'll get to Criswell's opening and, oh my goodness, the selection show coming up for Season 4 of Untoasted, Plan 9 from Outer Space. Our discussion next on Untoasted. Central Indiana Rubber Products provides the power for you. Central Indiana Rubber Products, or CIR, keeps farm equipment and local manufacturing processes running with gaskets, belts, seals, and O-rings, among a variety of other products and services. Employee-owned and always customer-focused. Central Indiana Rubber Products, 989 West, 83 North, Crawfordsville, and at indianarubber.com. Central Indiana Rubber Products, or CIR, power for you. Untoasted, Plan 9 from Outer Space, Dave Peach and Dave Meyer. First, before we move on, we got to give a big salute to Captain Adam, who saluted the Untoasted segments or the Crawfordsville Peachcast. He called it the Peachcast, which was very nice. Good. So, Captain Adam, a big salute to you for saluting our show. And the Xanadu episode that we did before Ed Wood.
No, it was fun. I mean, first of all, it's always a treat to have Captain Adam on. But this one, Dave, with the passion based on when Xanadu arrived in his life, it stayed with him. So he was the perfect special guest. And so we're honored by his shout out to the Peachcast.
And that was on Yacht Rock Radio. Now, tonight, the open Plan 9 from Outer Space. You couldn't have written it any better. You couldn't have had a better person to deliver the open for Plan 9 from Outer Space than Criswell. And we'll give it to you. Greetings, my friends. We are all interested in the future, for that is where you and I are going to spend the rest of our lives. And then he kicks it into another gear here. And remember, my friends, future events such as these will affect you in the future.
The future.
So let me get this straight.
Yes, Dave.
This is a guy who is portraying a character who believes that this is actually a factual story.
Yes.
Okay, is that how that works?
I think if you're buying into every bit of this, somehow Criswell came upon this.
I'm sorry, I'm on video there. Don't look,
Okay.
kids. Old people
don't
do
look,
things
kids.
every once in a while. Yeah.
They do things you don't think about it. No, but you buy into him, I guess, because he's talking right at the screen. The movie begins with this kind of eerie-looking fellow looking right at you. So you're like, you don't know. So, but it's like, this is how it happened, or whatever he says that indicates these events. So I didn't know if we were going to see him again, right? You know,
We saw him at
of
the end.
course. Yeah, we saw him at the end, which I think that was more like, okay, well, we know how we can end it.
Did you have any trouble distinguishing between the Ed Wood version of this movie and this movie? Because to me, it was just spot on. The Ed Wood was just spot on what Plan 9 is.
Yeah. No, and also it was made, I mean, this was during the atomic age. People were building bomb shelters, right? So he's trying to be big. I mean, that's the Ed Wood, I guess, signature is the big swing and the miss normally, but at least the big swing here combined a lot of elements that he had to work with, right? I guess.
I had trouble. Yeah, I had trouble figuring out. Okay, George the Animal Steel is in Ed Wood.
Yeah,
He's not in the original movie. I kept wait. I thought George Steele was in this. Oh, it's Tor Johnson that's in the original movie.
Right.
Who George the Animal Steel played him.
Right.
In the Ed Wood movie.
And they're basically the same guy from two different generations, right?
Yeah, they're both wrestlers and all that.
They're both wrestlers, bald, enormous hat size.
Large craniums, as we would say.
I remember, didn't he sport kind of the Andre the Giant style singlet kind of outfit? It was not, he was never hip, the Iron Sheik.
So we go to Plan 9. Let's try to focus in on Plan 9 from Outer Space, the 1959. Now, it was in the Golden Turkey Awards, a book that was released in 1980. It was named the worst film of all time. Ed Wood was named as the worst director of all time. And what we learn early on is that to annihilate humanity, all you need are three dead people. That's it.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And they're going to just take care of the whole situation. Three dead people.
They're good.
Bela Lugosi. Now, in the original graveyard scene, that was actually Bela Lugosi, right?
Yes.
So they filmed that in advance, or famously he took scrap footage, literally, of Bela Lugosi and built a movie around it. It was originally called Grave Robbers from Outer Space. Right. Somebody, the church or somebody, changed it to Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Yeah, it was sacrilegious was the Grave Robbers, so that's how it was changed because there was some I guess there was some church money behind this. So, yeah, no, and in fact, didn't like the whole Razzie industry kind of begin with this, and then it's kind of been the hallowed, it's been the white whale of the bad movie assessments ever since.
Interesting to note that the Golden Turkey Awards, and I haven't checked it lately, but this book was released in 1980 when those movies, Can't Stop the Music and Xanadu, were released as movies, and they are, as you say, brought forth the Razzie Award. So
Yeah.
circle the calendar, 1980, that's when bad movies made their way into the lexicon of popular culture. Did I say that correctly?
I believe so. It says, okay, so Michael Medved.
Trying to impress people on video with my vocabulary.
And you're doing it, Tim.
Yes.
You're doing it. That and the glasses. Glasses look good.
Oh, yeah.
Michael Medved said, consider Planet Nine from Outer Space the worst film in the history of cinema. However, others have rated more positively. Many of them say the film is simply too amusing to be considered. And another critic said, and I kind of like this, the film has become so famous for its own badness that it's now beyond criticism.
I definitely, it's, if you're going to make a movie,
Yeah.
either make the best one or the worst one, or the one that's going to make the most money and you don't care.
This one wasn't boring. It was slow. It didn't make sense at times. Some of the dialogue was really bad or stupid. But all that led you to, okay, what are they going to try next here?
Well, Eros and Tana,
Eros. Yeah,
they were working on the 9th plan to annihilate humanity.
right. And they were, okay, did they stop off at Sector 7 at one point? That was like their halfway point or something. Now, Dave, it seemed to me that like they were, the costume department got to them early on while there was still money, and they were decked out pretty well.
They did.
It fell off from there.
It did. Now, they had the ghoul man, which was Bela Lugosi,
Yes.
the ghoul woman, who was Vampira, who, according to one video I watched, did not want to talk in the movie. She saw the script, or I don't know what it was, but she said, I do not want to talk in this movie. She was a TV host in the Los Angeles market, I do believe, kind of a precursor to Elvira. And
Definitely.
Here in Indiana, we would have Sammy Terry, that type of person. But interesting, no lines. And then you had Police Inspector Clay, Tor Johnson, who ended up, they were the three that were going to take out humanity.
Well, and Dave, I mean, and she was going to do it with like a 22-inch waist, okay? I mean, when she was walking towards you with those long fingernails,
Man.
I was like, that's uncomfortable. Whatever she's wearing is uncomfortable.
Abs of steel would only come along, 40 years later, 30 years
Now,
later,
Dave,
20 years later.
One of my favorite lines, if I had to be pressed in this movie, is when the inspector, who Tor Johnson plays in the first part of the movie, I guess he's the inspector.
I did another awkward thing on video. I did my mouth like
you
that.
did
Oh,
that
sorry.
mouth thing?
Yeah, I did my
Okay,
mouth
I
thing. I'm
would've
sorry.
shaved.
I'm sorry.
But, when they're getting ready,
It's kind of like looking in a mirror.
It is. It's a little off-putting. But he says, "Well, be careful out there, Inspector." And the inspector, Dave, says, "I'm a big boy, Johnny."
I'm a big boy, Johnny. That sounds like T-shirt material.
Oh my gosh! Yes, Tor. Yes, and then later. In that scene, well, I guess, should we explain? How should we go about this, Dave?
Well, start out. Give us what happened in the movie. I mean, it's only, we've talked for 15 minutes about a movie that's an hour and 18 minutes long. Right. Give us the plot summary as you see it, and I'll just kind of chime in when I'm needed.
Okay, this is I am.
And while you're talking, I'll be looking at myself in the YouTube video, making sure I don't do anything stupid.
Have to. Well, according to Wikipedia, Dave, the storyline concerns extraterrestrials who seek to stop humanity from creating a doomsday weapon that could destroy the universe, the aliens implement Plan 9, a scheme to resurrect the Earth's dead. By causing chaos, the aliens hope the crisis will force humanity to listen to them. Otherwise, the aliens are going to destroy mankind with armies of the undead.
Okay, when I have the pen up here like this in the video,
Yeah.
that means I have a question.
Okay,
Okay,
I like
so let
it.
me go. Okay,
We've got a
so
visual aid.
so you can just say, Dave, you've got a question.
Dave, you've got a question?
Why were they so mad at us? What did we do to them? That was
I don't
never
know,
really
but-
explained in the movie.
No, Dave, but he also I mean, first of all, I guess they spoke English, or I don't know how that, because
They talked about the dead. They said
they deciphered the
Yeah.
transcriptions or whatever that have been coming. But they also, at one point, he kept saying, "You're stupid. You're stupid."
stupid, stupid, stupid.
So, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
why.
They wanted to, maybe
I think
did they want to put up a Wawa where we were at or something, or how does that work?
I think so, Dave. It was they were going to put it in an out burger, and
Yeah.
everybody was really
Yeah.
excited. No, I do love how they're talking about the Burbank airport on the plane, and I'm thinking they're going to land at Bob Hope. This all happened, about 15 minutes from where my daughter lives right now, Dave.
Would
They're
I
in
put the
Burbank.
pin perpendicular
there's the pen.
or the parallel?
Sideways.
Parallel.
Okay.
Parallel. Not perpendicular. Would be that.
Yes.
Parallel. That means go on with the description of the plot.
Go on with the description of the plot.
Yes.
Okay, well, let me see here. Let me just. This played on TV for a long time.
I can put the
Okay,
pen down. Okay.
Well, okay, the pen goes down.
Yeah.
Let's just start out by talking about that. There's a lot of grave site scenes that begin this movie,
Mm-hmm.
and then kind of we never really get away from the grave. And at one point, when the Air Force guy's wife gets chased by Bela Lugosi's stand-in. Okay, I know we're jumping ahead, Dave, but I wondered. She lives right by the graveyard because she runs out of her house, and then
It's a
there's the
town.
graveyard.
I mean, there's really nothing in the town except the graveyard, and everybody goes there. They just kind of hang out.
Everybody goes there.
Time
and
to
they
go.
Hang outside. She and her husband hang outside a lot. That's the first part. Is them.
Somebody said that
sitting
the
outside.
furniture outside was the same as the furniture inside.
I think that was correct.
Yeah.
Dave. I do believe, but it starts out with a funeral, and they're trying to lay this premise that this old guy is in mourning.
Bela
because
Lugosi.
his wife just died. But then when you realize that the wife that they are trying to say he was married to is Vampira, right?
Was that a song by the Stadler Brothers or what? Vampira?
Vampire. Giddy
Who were they? Was it the Was it the Stadler Brothers? Oak Ridge Boys.
They were the same thing for a
Vampira.
while.
See, somebody is running with that idea right now, and they're making a hilarious. You'd have to really, I did that that spoof song Vampira. They go, well, what the heck does that mean? You really have to explain it to people. I don't know if they would. I don't know if they would get the joke. Vampira. It's probably already been done anyway.
Vampira.
Back to you.
Dave-
So you're saying that it's rather implausible for Bela Lugosi to be married to Vampira.
That was my first problem. Like, wait a minute. That means that's who they're saying was his wife? Because he was mourning. He did that little thing outside his house, and then he walked away, and then we incorporated.
You're saying that
footage.
you're saying that in the actuary table, she would probably be likely to survive him.
I would believe, Dave.
Yeah.
I believe.
Well.
Forget the fact that Bela was a long-term abuser of opiates and all that.
90-year-old guy.
But even with her waist,
Hopefully, Bill Belichick's not listening because
Right.
he's
he's fine with that.
he's
Dave.
thinking, well,
It's not a problem.
No, I'm sorry. That's
it
terrible.
is. No, it is.
No, I'm
It's,
just saying that's kind of their age disparity is similar to what we see in Plan 9 from Outer Space.
I would think so.
Yeah, kind of similar.
Bela,
Yeah.
Bela was he didn't age well. I think this was his last movie. I don't know if his last thing he appeared in. depending on what else Ed did after this. But I guess the premise is that somehow the aliens and zombies are connected, and they are disrupting, and the police are trying to figure it out, and the government's also trying to figure out, but admits that they have known about it, but they didn't want to scare the public, so they haven't done anything about it. There's this whole scene, Dave, where he goes, "Now you're telling me, if you're saying that you saw a UFO, you could be court-martialed." And the guy's like, "Well, that's what I saw." And then he goes, "Okay, then."
You can't handle the truth.
And then he tells them, "Oh yeah, we've been getting their stuff for months."
The military is called in now, but the jet jockey Jeff Trent. He is not part of the military, or is he? Or how does that? I don't understand. Were they on a? They seem to be a little loose with the FAA.
Dave, it was a combo.
To be a military, so it was like military / commercial vacation, because so many people are trying to get to that graveyard from. It's like you thought Disney was an attraction.
Oh no,
you got a graveyard. Do we know the city? Is it Burbank?
Oh, they referenced Burbank.
Okay, yeah, everybody in Burbank's running right to the cemetery.
Valley.
Yeah,
so,
got it.
No, I was blown away, Dave, by just it's like okay, I'm trying to figure out how to carry the description of the plot.
What ultimately, I mean, okay, so you had some military stock footage, you had the jet jockey in Jeff Trent, but ultimately they just kind of had a fight inside of the spaceship, and the guy hit the guy. And then they got out of the ship, and then it caught on fire inexplicably.
They got out of the ship. Yeah. The ship took off because they were going to get back to their home planet or whatever. Yeah. They were on fire, and they kept cutting back and forth until they showed it blew up.
Did you have the urge when watching this movie to go buy some Jiffy Pop?
Oh yeah,
because it looked like it would have been really cool had they just put some Jiffy Pop on a string or something and had it like pop right there, giving it a little added, I mean, to me that's what those things look like, or little pie pans. I guess they were paper plates. I've read that they were actually paper plates.
They weren't terrible. Yeah. I mean, they were not, they were not great. But, Tort Johnson. Oh, Criswell. Okay, I looked up some Criswell stuff, Dave.
Yes.
Now, this is the one thing. Criswell became, he said a lot of things that were not true and were crazy. Like he predicted a lot of cannibalism that didn't come to pass, Dave.
I believe that's in the Golden Turkey book.
I think but he predicted that Kennedy, in 1963... he predicted that Kennedy would not run again because something would happen to him.
Ooh.
How about that? That's kind of funky. So I think that gave him, so that's why they kept having him come back. But Dave, he's just creepy. And appeared in, I wonder, I think he was in some other Ed Wood ventures, I believe. And I did see him featured in some later Ed Wood stuff as well.
So did he do anything that would be like on the Dick Cavett show or
yes.
that's I guess 59 is kind of like, but was he on like whatever show that was Jack Parr or whatever, Steve Allen back in the day?
Dave, that is the question. First of all, Criswell was born in Princeton, Indiana.
How about that?
Princeton, Indiana. Tonight Show 3 times with Johnny, last time in 1970.
So Johnny Carson and Criswell took up the same screen, the same camera shot.
Yes.
Freddie DeCorva.
Johnny and Criswell were in a 2-shot.
Oh my!
Johnny was nodding. So we're gonna have to.
Tonight's guests.
He's that wacky.
Laney Kazan and Criswell. Here's Johnny.
Weird, wild stuff there.
So when you look at Ed Wood and the movie Ed Wood, and you look at at this movie. I mean, definitely you wouldn't get a movie if it wasn't widely considered the worst movie of all time. As you look at, we're talking about it here in 2025. It did leave a mark.
Oh, I mean, I have no idea, but it clearly is probably one of the most, somebody has made a lot of money because it's on Tubi and people are, and you can find it on YouTube.
It's interesting that the color version is free. Well, it's on YouTube as well. The black and white version is on YouTube. So there's two different versions, but who had the idea to colorize Plan 9 from Outer Space? Why would you colorize a campy movie? That seems to be, and I think it's, when you look at a movie like, let's say, it might have been a little bit better than this one. It's a Wonderful Life.
Right.
NBC, when they show that, they don't show the colorized version. And when the colorized version came out, they acted like it was some big deal.
Right.
And nobody wanted it. This was a, as they say, a solution in search of a problem. I mean, it was not. Nobody was worried that it was in black and white. They knew it was in black and white, and that's what it is. Kind of like the first 5 years of Andy Griffith. I mean, nobody cares. But why would you want to watch a campy movie, fake colorized?
Yeah, I don't. And the colorization, I mean, it is kind of weird. But
you want to see the movie. You want to see a bad movie the way it was made.
Right. I mean, basically, it says when they did get release of it, it was a lot of times as part of a double feature, and then basically it ran, as like a campy, like a '60s kind of thing on local. That's where local outlets as a cheap, I'm sure a very cheap offering for them to play.
Plan 9 from Outer Space. Anything else on this movie? Well, I mean, we like it. We know it was, people were knocking over gravestones with their shoes and things like that, and the sets were very similar, and we don't really know what the motivation was for the aliens to hate us, and why don't they have like spaceship guns or something like that? I mean, so their plan, I guess, maybe Plan 9 was after the first 8 did not amount to anything. I'm not sure.
Well, first of all, just, to kind of postscript, this thing has gone on and continues. There have been several remakes. There in 2011, a San Diego 3D production conversion studio produced a 3D version of the colorized version, and it had a limited release.
I would imagine that if there's anybody left from the movie, they would be able to go to any Comic Con in the country and pack them in.
Signed big. 92, there was a documentary called Flying Saucers Over Hollywood, which was the Plan 9 companion, which ended up being like the DVD extra feature later. So, I mean, this thing has gone on and on. I wonder, I mean, from when we started Ed Wood, I started watching the documentary Looking Back in Angora, Dave. It's about Ed, made by Rhino, like in the 90s, pretty cheaply made.
Rhino, you mean the company that makes those retro records and all that?
Exactly. Rhino Records. That so. But anyway, one of the things they talk about in there is that Ed did not he wrote a lot he did not make money. Never really made money, and even things that he did that made money, he had signed away, rights to get money. It was just a terrible business guy, which was part of but the thing, we could leave on, or I want to, as I read up more about him and watch this documentary, Big Dave #1.
That's so nobody takes my Post-it notes.
I love that.
Well,
Dave.
And the reason why it says big, real quick, finish your point, then we'll go to that one now.
No, it's just that the people that worked with this guy, they loved him. They hung around. I mean, he had a little theater company and obviously wasn't paying anybody much, if he was paying them at all. And so it was basically, he had to be some kind of attractive, person. There's a Dave number 6.
Dave number 2. These are
Dave
smaller
number 2.
Post-it notes.
Okay.
And then, so because I have one big one, this is Big Dave number 1. That's it.
Big Dave, the big Post-it note, Dave. Dave, this is a perfect Untoasted movie. That's all we can say.
I got to say, watch it. It's a $1.18. It's wonderful. It is Plan 9 from Outer Space, our 59th movie. And after the break, remember, the rules of the selection, the first rule of the selection of the Season 4 Untoasted movies is there are no rules. We will make up rules as we go. I've got some ones that I'll pick. I'll say we're going to do them. You've got some, and we'll come to agreement. We'll try to cap it off. I think 15 is where we're going to go. We know we'll have some audibles along the way, but the world awaits the selection, Season 4, Untoasted, next. Dave Peach here with Brandon Kappas from BK Home Improvement. And Brandon, you have an exciting announcement.
Yes, Dave, thank you. We are excited to announce Zahn's Floor Covering is now Zahn's Flooring and Design Center, acquired by BK Home Improvement.
I understand Bob Zahn will be staying to help.
We are excited to have that, and absolutely, Zahn's Flooring and Design Center is happy to have Bob Zahn still involved in that same local presence they're used to dealing with.
There has been a little confusion. BK Home Improvement is not affiliated with BK Painting or BK Property Management. You are located at your headquarters in Lebanon, Indiana.
Yes, we are excited to expand both brand names inside of both markets for Lebanon and Crawfordsville. Please come visit our showroom at 310 North Green Street, as we will consistently be redesigning and offering new, innovative products and technologies.
And you are still going to say,
Zahn's Flooring and Design Center. We are everywhere you walk.
Untoasted Selection Show Season 4, or as some people would say, the Season 4 Selection Show. That probably sounds better.
It does. It kind of rolls a little cleaner.
I've got a list of movies. Now, I've not seen your list, but I'm going to just go ahead and with my first choice, and it might not necessarily be the next movie, so I'll
right. So we're not talking chronological right now.
We will not talk chronological at this point. We will just name movies. So I'm going to, with my number 1 pick, I'm going to pick a Godzilla movie to be named later.
Okay.
We will have the official order of the episodes on our next Untoasted. So here we go.
But we're kicking off with a Godzilla movie
to be named later.
Determined.
I'll look at it. To be named
I like
later.
That. Peach. Okay. Can we, as we go, I feel like
we can discuss.
I owe the Peachcast listeners some kind of explanation, Dave. Why kicking off with Godzilla? Not that we'll kick off the season.
No.
Why are we going back to Godzilla, Dave?
Well, for me, it's nostalgia.
Okay.
It's the independent station for us growing up, Channel 4, on an 11:30 showing or at 2 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon. As I've always talked, I love the clean storylines of Godzilla.
Yes.
I like the special effects that are not over the top. This will be an early Godzilla movie. I love the music. I love the costumes. I love the scenery. I love the
Godzilla noise.
The bridges being taken out with one. So I'm going back to Godzilla.
It's good.
Makes me feel good. Humor me, and we always have there's always something that's memorable when it comes to Godzilla.
Yes. No, I'm totally with you, and I still Channel 4 Godzilla versus the Smog Monster was my first.
Save the Earth. That might be the one we do.
Okay.
Save the Earth. Save the Earth. And the first Godzilla movie we did where they tell you to turn the radio up as loud as you can to save the world. How did we pick that one?
Oh,
that was awesome.
That's awesome. Okay, good first pick, Godzilla, kicking it off. All right.
Now we do have there is a veto. We could veto, but I don't know if we'll do that.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah,
what we
probably
get to
not.
first.
Okay.
And let's get our cup full.
We have a coach's challenge. We have a coach's challenge, not necessarily a veto. There is a coach's challenge.
There is a coach's
And
challenge.
then what's incredible is that they get to the latter part of the game. They're out of challenges.
They're out
You know,
of
a guy
challenges.
got hit with a crowbar, and it's like they can't challenge. They can't challenge anymore. They're out of challenges.
dizzy,
Sorry.
He's dizzy.
It's like,
This is
it would have
not
been a
gonna
good
work well.
time to have one of those challenges, but they're flat out of them. So, to me, I'm thinking, mid third quarter,
Yeah.
offensive foul on Joe Smith. I'm just going to play on because it just seems like late in the game they always need a challenge.
Always.
Yeah. Okay. So
We need to bring
we'll
it
have a
through.
coach's challenge. We have
Okay.
unlimited coaches challenges in this league.
I like that. Okay. Is it should I go? What
Go
am
ahead.
I doing?
You're
Dave?
picking a
Okay.
movie.
I'm picking a movie, and this is, I must admit, I want to pick a movie to begin. Not that we begin this with, but a movie that I have not seen all the way through, and I think it's a better movie than I perceive it to be, and yet not one that ever saw it out again. And Dave, that movie is North Dallas 40.
That's on my list.
I know,
1979.
Exactly. Dave, some of these things, we do have similar tastes, Dave. And so, yes.
I do
North-
believe that G.D. Spradlin is the coach.
Dave, I was hoping that you were going to bring that up.
I know that.
because
I know my Spradlin
Okay, folks, if no other reason.
because I
that's
intend to
why.
squeeze you. I intend to squeeze you. I use that a lot in the sales world here
It's a good.
in
it's a good
Crawfordsville
little
when I'm
motivational
when I'm making a radio deal and somebody's getting a little bit antsy. I go, I intend to squeeze you. And you've done well at the Tropicala. The way he says it, and the Tropicala. But I do intend to squeeze you. I'm going to talk. I must say, I'm going to talk pretty frank. Maybe more frankly than you're used to.
Yes.
Did he not
Dave.
know that this guy just offed like 5 people in New York?
Oh.
Now
no.
but that's Godfather. Let's go ahead. He wasn't afraid. He was not afraid of anyway. But go ahead. But he's in this movie,
No.
North Dallas 40. G.D. Spradlin.
G.D. Spradlin.
He
I
won the
believe-
first Lifetime Achievement Award, didn't he?
Yeah,
we gave it to him. Yeah.
We gave it to him, Dave. He so good, Dave, but perfect for this season. And I assume he's the coach, right?
I think
don't
he is.
recall.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think he is. Okay, I'm up
Okay,
next.
Dave, it's your choice.
I'm up
You're
next,
on
and
the
I'm
clock.
going to go. And this is kind of a different type of movie
Okay.
than what we normally do. It's actually a movie it's probably in that good, not great category.
Okay.
It's got a guy. I'm almost 100% sure we've never had a movie with him. I'm going to go Mr. Saturday Night, 1992, Billy Crystal. Not When Harry Met Sally, and not the other what's the one with Jack Palance, City Slickers.
City Slickers.
But I'm going to go Mr. Saturday Night.
Okay.
I think his name was Buddy. I don't know. Could have
Yes.
been.
No.
Yeah.
I recall this movie. I don't think I saw it in the theater, but I'm pretty sure it was a rental. And possibly for me, it was the first time I saw Billy Crystal in a fully formed, not just comedic role, I would say.
He was kind of getting into that second phase of his career.
And for some reason, I want to say the guy who plays his brother, David Paymer, was possibly nominated for something.
I believe he was up for an Academy Award.
Okay.
Much the same as
So-
Martin Landau in Ed Wood, or Ed Wood playing Bela
Occasionally.
Lugosi. Yeah, you go.
Occasionally, we have some Oscars. So, no, Dave, I like Mr. Saturday Night as a pick. That's a strong pick. It's you're right. It's not if even people that are probably Billy Crystal fans, it's probably not their big
Not
thing,
their
but it may-
go-to. Not their go-to.
Yes, but it is. He was, brought up kind of in that world, and I happen to see him do his Broadway play about I think it was called 700 Sundays. That was about time spent with his dad. And a lot of it was like just basically entertaining his dad was the way. So, Mr. Saturday Night, Dave, I like it.
Number 3, you're on the clock.
Ooh. Do-do-do.
We can check off Plan 9 from Outer Space. We already did that one.
Dave.
In this episode, go ahead.
In this episode, and I've got to look up now because I'm not sure I know. Okay, 2003. That's the year. Okay, Dave, and this movie is called. Well, I'll it's something that I don't know. A low budget movie, but with some very recognizable people. From 2003. With William H. Macy, Alec Baldwin.
Okay.
And
we did an Alec Baldwin movie. Wasn't he with Kevin Bacon in?
Yes. Yeah.
She's having a baby. Yeah. Go ahead.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
This is called, Dave, The Cooler.
The Cooler.
The Cooler, Dave. Alec Baldwin runs like a small casino that's not on the Strip in Vegas. And it's William H. Macy plays a guy who they basically send to tables because he's unlucky, and he changes the dynamic of winners. And he is employed by the casino. So it's an interesting premise kind of story.
So is he trying to, like, if somebody's hot, he tries to make them cold?
Yeah, the cooler.
The cooler, thus the cooler. Wow.
Thus
you can't get anything by me. You cannot get anything by me.
It's a movie that I think I saw one time a long time ago on a DVD, and it was intense, and it's worth a relook.
The Cooler 2003. I'm going to go quick on my next pick, and it is, I mean, we're going to go back to I'm not sure what I didn't look up the year. I don't have the year listed. 1973.
Okay.
1973. James Franciscus is in the title role.
Okay. Okay.
You're interested right now,
I'm
right?
Listening. I
can't remember ever watching this movie.
Okay, good.
I know that it's one of the oddest movies ever made.
Okay, one of the oddest movies
I
ever
think
made. So that's
I would put it in the odd category.
Okay.
I'm going to go 1973, Jonathan Livingston Seagull.
Oh my. Okay. Okay, good. Because Dave, that was like one of those. Okay, first of all, Neil Diamond. Right?
Yes.
Neil Diamond was on the soundtrack. And I remember I was not really a pop culture consumer at great levels in 1973. But Jonathan Livingston Seagull was a real thing.
It was a book, right? It was a book.
It was a book. It was a movie. It was I don't know, but I didn't know, was it about a bird? I didn't know what. So Dave, we're going to find out. I'm excited.
I can't wait. See, that's part of the Untoasted, is that a lot of times we don't know much about these movies. I mean, you would not know that Melora Hardin and Gene Hackman were champion ice dancers until you watched the movie Absolute Power, and that's some of the things that we discover along the way.
Along the way. Well, Dave, okay. I am
he just let that Melora Gene Hackman thing go way. That was just I thought maybe you'd follow up with a volley, but no.
Dave,
it was a kill shot, man. That was done.
Dave, I was excited by that scene. I could watch it over and over, and for me to follow up, it says too much about me, Dave.
I just want what is it? AI or whatever? Was it AI voice? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
The AI voice.
Dick Button to describe it.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
That would be,
Let's get Jim McKay and Dick Button to describe what's going on in front of us on that one.
See, Dave, I'd play that on, I'd put that on a loop and just over and over again. And then I would save up my money and I would get AI to animate little Jim McKay and Dick Button heads. make their mouths move, and that would be my pet project for the next year. Dave.
You've got the next pick.
I've got the next pick. I'm on the clock. I'm in this 2000 and weird thing, and this is also on your.
Who's
on your
Melora
list.
Hardin?
Melora Hardin.
Somebody just came in, and somebody in the comment section. What is this? What is this? Melora Hardin.
She was on The Office.
She's on The Office. She was Monk's wife. Okay, everybody knows that. Trudy.
Monk's wife. She got rubbed out. I'm going with one also on your list, and also because of music and because of proximity, and because when you think of Cameron Crowe, this is not the movie you think of, Dave, and that is what movie?
I've got a Cameron Crowe movie on here.
You do, Dave. Did you know that?
Oh man.
I'm gonna feed it back to you. Right
A Simple
now.
Favor.
Elizabethtown.
Oh, Elizabethtown. I got you.
Yes. It is a simple movie. There's some aspects to it that remind me of Newcastle, Indiana, and it has got an incredible soundtrack.
And it's got what's the guy's name? He's married to Katy Perry. Or they're living together or whatever.
Orlando Bloom.
Orlando Bloom, and there's a huge continuity error in the movie as far as traveling. That the tunnel is out of place, but you had to really, you would have to be from Kentucky or somebody from Indiana driving that between Lexington and Louisville to know.
To know that's not the way it is.
That's not the direction. But
now I also say in a carryover, Dave, this movie features a cameo at the beginning by Alec Baldwin.
Boy, he's everywhere.
Yes, he's everywhere.
Okay, with the 7th pick, I'm going to go really super current for us.
Okay.
A movie that, for some reason, I saw it in Closer magazine, 2018's A Simple Favor.
Ooh, see that? I have never seen the movie. Don't know a lot about it, but I remember reading about it. So I'm excited, Dave.
I think it's a thriller. I have no idea what I'm getting into here, but I think I don't think Melora Hardin's in it.
I was going to say
she might
be. And what would be the era of Melora Hardin? You know, because we're in it. We're still.
She's still there.
End.
Well, I mean, Monk and Office and whatever this century, probably late. She's probably on a couple sitcoms, maybe in the late '90s or something like that.
Yes.
Like as a guest star.
Yeah. No, that's good. Okay.
We're up to number 8.
Clock.
Yeah,
I know. I'm on the clock, and there are 2 ways I wanted to go here, and I will tell you the way I didn't go, because we may go there with another pick.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we need some Steve Martin somewhere.
We had All of Me with Lily Tomlin.
Right. And that to me is one of Steve Martin's best, and we love Steve Martin. So I feel like a little more Steve Martin, but not, maybe some of the, Dead Man Don't Wear Plaid or Man with Two Brains kind of Steve Martin. So because I couldn't land on one of those cleanly, Dave, I pivoted to Lawrence Kasdan and Grand Canyon.
Grand Canyon. Is he a weatherman?
Grand Canyon. Lawrence Kasdan, Dave.
Do you have a year?
Oh gosh, yes.
No, but is Steve Martin a weather person in this movie, Grand Canyon, or is that another one? That's some L.A. story or something?
He plays. Steve Martin plays I would say like a horror movie producer.
Okay, not a weather person.
Not a weather person.
Another movie.
But I'm going to look up when Grand Canyon. I believe Grand Canyon was like early in the aughts. 1991. So I'm absolutely wrong.
Well, you were way off there.
91. But Steve Danny Glover, Kevin Kline, Steve Martin, Mary McDonald, Alfre Woodard. Anyway.
Hey,
Grand Canyon, Dave.
With the 9th pick, I'm going to pick our first Kevin Costner movie, the 2014 classic Draft Day.
Oh, yes. A big cast, Dave.
Oh, my.
Dennis Leary as
Coach
right?
Pem.
You've got Roger Goodell.
He had that great line.
What's the line?
Okay. Costner says they're evaluating a player. looks like Tarzan, plays like Jane.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Coach Pam, Dennis Leary, fires back, I've got 47 Tarzans in that locker room. I could use a Jane.
Oh,
I don't even know what that means. I could use a Jane.
What does that mean?
Probably. I mean, how dated is it from 2014 to equate Jane in a non-athletic light? But it was 2014, kids. We didn't know what we were talking about.
We were trying.
Jennifer Garner and a ton. I mean, his mom is like Ellen Burstyn or something like that. Or
wow.
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah. There's some kind of
There's all sorts of people that are lurking about, and his ex-wife is. It's just like there's just it goes on and on. It goes on and on as far as the people that they put into this movie, and then you've got, of course, our man Rich Eisen and Chris Berman and all those. I don't know.
No, it's a solid, and somehow, and I'm not sure, maybe based on the timing of when it came out, but it feels like it's a movie that a lot of people have seen, but not a lot of people have seen or saw in the theater.
And it's got. I mean, there's just so many. The cast is incredible.
Right. Yeah, no, it's good. It's a solid. It's a good one to talk about. And Dave, as we head toward the fall, it'll be a good.
I mean, it's got Chadwick Boseman in it, for goodness sakes.
Okay.
I mean, unbelievable. And Ellen Burstyn is Sonny's mother, and his wife is like Rosanna Arquette or something like that. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. No. That's a good one. Good choice, Dave. Good choice.
His former wife is Rosanna Arquette. I'm sorry, Jennifer Gardner is his love interest at current time. Ellen Burstyn's his mom. They throw them all in there, folks.
They're all in there, Dave. Oh, okay.
And Frank Langella is the team owner, and he says, make a splash, Sonny. People pay to get wet, or people get either way.
Yeah. No, he wears an expensive
I've seen Draft
suit.
Day. I've seen Draft Day so many times. I can't. So at this point, I'm going to stop talking about it, and I'm going to let you make the 10th pick in our movie draft.
Okay. All right. Well, I've moved. I'm trying to get us into something that I have not seen, but something that we can, I don't know, from an era and for a specific reason. And so it's like, okay, I pick eras. Graduated from high school in '83. Like, okay, I think I saw a lot of movies from that year, but one of the movies that I did not see that was talked up, and the reason it was talked up is this was like the first time they used a certain kind of mount in shooting aerial footage.
People on YouTube can see me look at the computer probably in a weird way. I'm sorry, people on YouTube, yeah.
But Dave, before there was Top Gun,
not that I'm paying attention.
Thunder.
Oh wait a minute. Say that. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's Friday and I've been at this a long time.
We're punchy people.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Your movie
is Blue Thunder. Roy Scheider, 1983. He's like a RoboCop at a helicopter kind of thing, and I don't know. It's action. It's something we're gonna see. It's not a movie I've seen, but I remember hearing about it and reading about it. So
Blue Thunder. Now, did that kind of bring about the 2 helicopter TV shows? Like one,
I believe it was the superseder to that. Yeah.
I can't remember what was one of them, Riptide or something, or I can't remember. There were some A-team helicopter shows like that. Action shows, adventure shows.
I look at the cast, Dave. There's besides Roy Scheider, Malcolm McDowell, Warren Oates.
Airwolf was one of those TV shows.
Airwolf was one of those. Good recall.
There's another one,
Daniel Stern also a small role in. And Dave, I got to tell you, if you look up the Blue Thunder TV series in 1984, Dana Carvey. Okay,
Whoa.
Dana Carvey. Okay. I'm gonna send you via email this picture if I can of Dana Carvey, poorly cast. If for no other reason, Dave, is that he did not look good. You know, it made me think of on the Flintstones, the Great Kazoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the model for that was. I think the Great Kazoo was actually a model, Dave, for this picture that I'm sending you via the email of Dana Carvey, who was in the Blue Thunder TV series, I believe, which was short-lived in
The Blue Thunder?
The Blue
So
Thunder
it was
TV
not
series.
like, it's not, I mean, it was different than Airwolf.
It was different from Airwolf, but they clearly, this was the movie. You know, I don't think they got Roy Scheider in the TV show, but maybe they did. I don't know. I'll have to look up more of the TV show. But the fact that Dana Carvey was in this was just, I don't know. It's weird, Dave. It's weird.
So Dana Carvey was in the movie.
Dana Carvey, having nothing to do with the movie that I just picked, was in a TV show of the same name
Called Blue Thunder.
Wearing an aviator helmet.
Oh, that's awesome.
And did it? I was going to say, I hope it got to you, Dave. I hope it got to you. I hope it gets to you.
I'll be looking. I will look for it. So Dana
It's coming
Carvey
through.
in the TV show Blue
In
Thunder.
the TV show, have
I
nothing
got
to
it.
do with. But we're going to find out, Dave, about Blue Thunder, the movie.
We're gonna knock it out of the park. Now, my next pick is a movie that, you know, I think it's going to have some lines in it that we're going to enjoy revisiting.
Okay.
It's a movie with Tom Cruise.
Okay.
It is Cocktail, 1988.
Brian Brown, right?
Yep.
Australian. Yes. Elizabeth Shue.
Oh yeah, she was kind of like the.
She was the it girl.
She was with the other girl, the other lady that we've talked about all the time. She was in Back to the Future. Christina, Leah Thompson,
Your heartthrob.
Christine in the City. What is Caroline in the City?
Caroline.
Caroline in the City. Cocktail, the 11th pick. You've got number 12.
Well, Dave, we've talked about this movie, and it is. I don't know if it's an appropriate pick, but it's a close to the heart pick with some good actors who were at the time. I don't think any of them had much name recognition or had done much, but I remember this was a big deal because this was the first movie that I knew of that had anything to do with Indiana. And that movie, Dave, is Breaking Away.
And it was on my list, and I appreciate you picking that one. Breaking Away, 1979. You talk about Untoasted with Hoosiers and Rudy.
Yes.
Not many people talk about Breaking Away. I know people don't understand how, but 1 year
Yes.
I was the anchor on the coverage of the Little 500 in Bloomington, Indiana, and I worked with a guy named Jason Seaborn,
Okay.
and I worked with Dave Blaze, who they based Breaking Away on.
Sure.
And I can just tell you this: when I worked with Jason, and I have this innate ability I can judge greatness when I see it. Okay, I can judge greatness when somebody's good. I'll tell you, they are good. And when I saw Ray Allen playing college, I go, this guy's good. Jason Seaborn, he lived on the broadcast. I was a one and done. This cat was on for a long time. He knew his cycling. I could tell he was excellent. Kind of like my new find, and she was found before I had her on. But Kristen Hazley, who worked with me on the Lebanon Leprechaun a couple of games this year, I could just tell. And now I see that she's doing the Indy 11 female team.
Oh, awesome.
She's going to be on the broadcast there, and you can just tell. But anyway, Jason, Breaking Away will bring me back to the 1 year that I was the anchor and descriptor, or a guy that did the talking on the Little 500 in Bloomington, Indiana.
No, it's. I mean, great. It was. I think it was entirely shot there. So it's a time capsule of that time. Daniel Stern, Dennis Quaid, Jackie Earl Haley, and I believe Dennis Ryan. Is that right? Are the main characters? But it's just it's a good growing up story that helped propel the Little Five to much bigger, I think, national prominence. It wasn't too many years after there that they would have Mellencamp do a concert, and it was an MTV promoted event.
After
right?
breaking away, they did show it on Wide World of Sports, I believe, and CBS Sports as well. And I think at one point, Mark Cuban televised. It's still probably televised now. Well, certainly it's streamed today on something. I don't see that it's on a major network at this point. But, hey, with the number 13 pick, as we move on, this is for my son. For some reason, he likes this movie. I don't know why. I'm going to give it a look. 1986's Maximum Overdrive.
Okay.
I mean, what are they driving?
Dave.
What are they driving, and how is it maximum?
I don't know, but we're going to find out. We are going to find out.
You've got the 14th pick.
14th pick, and for some reason, and I don't know, and I think I've been curious about this because it's been just a long time, and whether or not, I don't know. I remember this movie, I did not see it when it came out. And then I saw it, first time I saw it was a home video, and I just thought, this is just too long. And then since then, I've caught parts of it playing on television. So anyway, my thought was, back in the 1983 world, The Right Stuff.
The Right Stuff. Now, that is a very long movie.
Yes. It's a long movie, Dave.
We might have to, I mean,
we could break it up.
Man.
It could be a double. Or this is,
what year?
83 again.
1983, The Right Stuff. And does it have Ed Harris?
Ed Harris.
He is
Also
the
Dennis
ubiquitous
Quaid.
Ed Harris.
Yeah.
I'll watch it. We'll watch it. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
The Right Stuff.
It's got, Chuck Yeager is a cameo in there, and Sam Shepard plays Chuck Yeager.
I think I'll end up just picking the movies out of a hat as far as the order goes.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah, we'll just see. But
or we can, if you want to talk through a strategy.
yeah, we've already talked. I think we could just randomize it at this point.
Well, I was going to say, have draft day come before football.
We could kind of look a bit at that. We got one more pick. Do you have anything? I mean, I don't want to hog up. If you want to get the extra pick, you can.
It is your show, sir, and we have talked about so many good possibilities. So,
oh man!
Bad ones.
So I got one more to pick. I don't want that. I don't want that.
You're looking at them.
I'm gonna go. Okay. I'm gonna go a little bit forward. Another 90s movie, the late 90s. Tucker, the Man and His Dream.
I like. Okay, Jeff Bridges.
The Man.
Jeff Bridges, Francis Ford Coppola.
My.
Big swing about a guy not too many people knew about that was important in the early part of the car world, and there's still Tuckers that are out there, right?
Tucker, the Man and His Dream, the 15th. So we've got Godzilla, North Dallas 40, Mr. Saturday Night, The Cooler, Jonathan Livingston Seagull. I cannot wait for James Franciscus on that one. Elizabethtown, Sweet Home Alabama there. A Simple Favor, Grand Canyon, Draft Day, Blue Thunder, Cocktail, Breaking Away, Maximum Overdrive, The Right Stuff, and I have to have a lot of coffee for that one, and Tucker, the Man and His Dream.
It's a good list, Dave.
We might have to Right Stuff. How long is that movie? See, I'm always gonna.
I believe it is $1.90.
A buck. You mean at 2 hours and 30 minutes?
Yes.
Okay. I love that. That was good. When you said $1, I go, I think it's more than 2 hours. That's pretty good.
Oh,
That's
terrible,
pretty good.
Dave. I'm terrible, baby.
Might have an intermission like we had in The Godfather.
We might need one. Gotta
Wow.
stretch.
15
Go to the
big
bathroom.
movies on Untoasted. Crawfordsville Peachcast, Untoasted, whatever we call this particular broadcast. Airwolf. Maybe we'll find out what the companion show to Airwolf. It's like Riptide. I think it's Riptide.
I think Riptide.
We are sponsored by Central Indiana Rubber, CIR, Power for You. He's Dave Meyer. I'm Dave Peach. 1, 2, 3. Hello, Todd.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to the Crawfordsville Peach Cast, sponsored by Central Indiana Rubber Products. Join Dave Peach every week on Apple or Spotify. Please like, subscribe, and download the Crawfordsville Peach Cast. This podcast was produced by Up There Media and is a presentation of Force Broadcasting Digital.